Sometimes people think intelligence is just about getting good grades or solving math problems quickly. But real intelligence is so much more than that. It's like having a special pair of glasses that helps you see the world in a unique way. Imagine walking down a street and noticing things that other people completely miss, a small detail in a window, the way people move, or how a conversation is really happening beneath the words. Intelligence is about curiosity. It's about wanting to understand why things happen, not just accepting things as they are. Some people with high IQ feel different from others, and that's okay. They see the world in a way that can make them feel both excited and lonely. Their minds work like powerful computers, constantly connecting dots that others don't even see. They notice patterns, understand complex ideas quickly, and often feel like they're thinking on a different level. But being intelligent isn't always easy. Sometimes it means feeling out of place, like you're speaking a language that nobody else understands. You might find yourself getting bored quickly, wanting more depth in conversations, or feeling frustrated when things seem too simple. Your brain is always hungry for more information, more understanding, more complexity. It's like having a superpower that can sometimes feel more like a challenge. Think about how you see the world. Do you find yourself analyzing situations deeply? Do you catch small details that others miss? Do you ask questions that go beyond the surface? These are signs of a unique kind of intelligence. It's not about being better than anyone else, but about seeing the world with more layers, more depth, more curiosity. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment share below. And if this journey resonates, stay with us. Follow our channel, and let's explore together what it means to have a mind that sees the world differently. Your unique way of thinking is a gift, and we're here to help you understand and appreciate it. People with high IQ often feel misunderstood. They might struggle in social situations, find it hard to connect with others, or feel like they're always one step ahead in their thinking. But these challenges are also opportunities. Your ability to think deeply, to analyze, to understand complex ideas, these are incredible strengths. The key is learning how to use them in a way that feels good for you. Intelligence isn't about being perfect. It's about being curious, being willing to learn, and being open to seeing things from different perspectives. It's about understanding that your brain is a powerful tool that can help you grow, understand, and create in ways that are unique to you. Every challenge you face is a chance to use your intelligence, to learn something new, to understand yourself and the world a little better. Your mind is like a garden. Some gardens are neat and organized. Others are wild and full of unexpected flowers. Your intelligence is the same way. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It's about nurturing your unique way of thinking, allowing yourself to explore, to question, to grow. Don't try to fit into a box that someone else created. Your intelligence is about finding your own path, your own way of understanding the world. The journey of understanding your intelligence is ongoing. It's not about reaching a destination, but about enjoying the process of discovery. Every day, you have the chance to learn something new, to see something from a different angle, to grow a little more. Your high IQ is not a label. It's an invitation to explore, to understand, to become more of who you truly are. Some people think intelligence is a fixed thing, something you're born with and can't change. But that's not true. Intelligence is more like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Your brain is constantly changing, creating new connections, learning new ways of understanding the world. Every book you read, every conversation you have, every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow your intelligence. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to learn things effortlessly? It's not magic. It's about developing a certain way of thinking, a way of being curious and open to the world. Intelligence isn't just about knowing facts. It's about how you approach problems, how you think, how you connect ideas that seem unrelated. It's about being willing to look at things from different angles, to question what everyone else takes for granted. Your brain is like an incredible machine that's always working, even when you don't realize it. When you're curious, when you ask questions, when you try to understand something deeply, you're actually training your intelligence. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most open, the most willing to learn, the most interested in understanding. Think about children. They're naturally curious. They ask why about everything. As we grow older, many people lose that sense of wonder. But people with high intelligence keep that childlike curiosity. They never stop asking questions. They never stop wanting to understand how things work, why things happen, what lies beneath the surface of things. Intelligence is also about emotional understanding. It's not just about solving math problems or remembering facts. It's about understanding yourself and others. It's about being able to read situations, to understand the emotions behind words, to see the bigger picture. Some of the most intelligent people are those who can understand complex human emotions, who can navigate difficult social situations with grace and insight. But intelligence can also be a challenge. Sometimes having a high IQ means feeling different. You might find it hard to connect with others, to find people who think the way you do. You might feel lonely or like you're always thinking on a different level. This is normal. Your unique way of thinking is a gift, even if it sometimes feels like a burden. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment share below. And if this journey resonates, stay with us. Follow our channel. Now let's explore together what it means to have a mind that sees the world differently. Your unique way of thinking is a gift, and we're here to help you understand and appreciate it. The most powerful form of intelligence is adaptability. It's not about knowing everything, but about being able to learn, to change, to grow. The world is constantly changing, and the most intelligent people are those who can change with it. They're flexible, open-minded, willing to challenge their own beliefs and ways of thinking. Intelligence is also about resilience. It's about how you handle challenges, how you respond to setbacks. People with high intelligence don't give up easily. They see problems as puzzles to be solved, as opportunities to learn and grow. Every mistake is a chance to understand something new. Every failure is a step toward success. Your brain is capable of incredible things. It can create, imagine, solve problems in ways that seem almost magical. But this power isn't something that happens by accident. It's something you can develop, something you can nurture. It's about creating habits that support your intelligence. Reading widely, asking questions, being curious, staying open to new ideas. Think about the most interesting people you know. They're probably not the ones with the highest test scores. They're the ones who are curious, who are always learning, who see the world in a unique way. Intelligence is about depth, about understanding, about seeing connections that others miss. It's about being truly present, truly engaged with the world around you. Remember, intelligence is not a competition. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being the best version of yourself. It's about continuous growth, continuous learning. Every day is an opportunity to become a little more aware, a little more understanding, a little more intelligent. The journey of intelligence is a personal one. It's about understanding yourself, about discovering your unique strengths, about learning to appreciate the way your mind works. Don't compare yourself to others. Your intelligence is your own, unique and powerful in its own way. The journey of intelligence is never a straight line. It's more like a winding path through a dense forest, where each turn reveals something new about yourself. As you grow, you begin to understand that intelligence is not just about what you know, but how you approach the unknown. It's about being brave enough to admit what you don't understand, curious enough to keep learning, and humble enough to know that there's always more to discover. Many people think intelligence is something fixed, like a number on an IQ test. But that's a tiny, limited view of something much more complex and beautiful. Intelligence is alive. It breathes, it grows, it changes. Your brain is constantly creating new connections, forming new pathways, learning and adapting in ways you can't even imagine. Every experience you have, every challenge you face, every book you read, every conversation you have, these are all adding layers to your intelligence. Think about the most successful people you know. They're not necessarily the ones with the highest test scores or the most academic achievements. They're the ones who are resilient, who can adapt, who can see opportunities where others see obstacles. Intelligence is about flexibility. It's about being able to look at a problem from multiple angles, to think creatively, to find solutions that aren't immediately obvious. Emotional intelligence is just as important as analytical intelligence. It's about understanding yourself and others. It's about being able to read the subtle signs in a conversation, to understand the emotions behind words. Some people are brilliant at solving mathematical equations, but struggle to understand human emotions. True intelligence is about balancing these different ways of understanding the world. Your brain is like a powerful computer, but it's also so much more than that. It's a living, breathing system that is constantly changing. The way you think today is not the way you thought 5 years ago, and it won't be the way you think 5 years from now. Intelligence is about growth, about being open to new ideas, about challenging your own beliefs and understanding. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts or simply be here with us. And if you wish, subscribe and return when the path calls again. This journey of understanding yourself is ongoing, and we're here to walk beside you. Sometimes, having a high IQ can feel like a blessing and a challenge. You might see things differently, think more deeply, feel more intensely. You might find it difficult to connect with others who don't see the world the way you do. But these differences are not limitations, they're opportunities. They're invitations to understand yourself more deeply, to develop your unique strengths. Intelligence is not about being perfect. It's about being curious. It's about being willing to make mistakes, to learn, to grow. The most intelligent people are often those who are most comfortable with uncertainty. They understand that not knowing something is not a weakness. It's an opportunity to learn. They ask questions, they seek to understand, they're always learning. Consider how your mind works. Do you see connections that others miss? Do you find yourself thinking about things more deeply than those around you? Do you have a constant hunger for understanding? These are signs of a unique form of intelligence. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about understanding yourself and your unique way of thinking. The path of intelligence is deeply personal. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to fit into someone else's definition of smart. It's about discovering your own strengths, your own way of understanding the world. Some people are brilliant at logical thinking, others at creative problem solving. Some have an incredible ability to understand human emotions. Others can see mathematical patterns that others can't. Your intelligence is a gift, but it's also a responsibility. It's about using your unique way of thinking to grow, to understand, to help others. It's about being curious, being open, being willing to challenge yourself. It's about understanding that intelligence is not a destination. It's a journey of continuous learning, continuous growth, continuous discovery. Think about the most interesting people you know. They're probably not the ones with the highest test scores or the most impressive degrees. They're the ones who are curious, who are always learning, who see the world in a unique way. They're the ones who ask questions, who are not afraid to say, I don't know, and then go out and try to find the answer. Intelligence is about depth. It's about understanding not just the surface of things, but the complex systems underneath. It's about seeing the world not just as it is, but as it could be. It's about imagination, about creativity, about the ability to see possibilities where others see limitations. The shadows within us are not enemies to be fought, but messengers waiting to be understood. Deep inside every mind lies a complex landscape of unspoken fears, hidden potential, and unexplored territories of consciousness. Intelligence is not just about what we know, but about the courage to confront the parts of ourselves we'd rather not see. Every human being carries internal contradictions. The brilliant mind that can solve complex problems might struggle with simple emotional connections. The person who appears confident on the outside might be battling intense inner uncertainties. These shadows are not weaknesses. They're the unexplored territories of human potential, the unmapped regions of our psychological landscape. Confronting your inner self is the most challenging journey you'll ever undertake. It means looking directly into the parts of yourself that you've learned to hide, to suppress, to deny. The mind is a master of protection, creating intricate defense mechanisms that shield us from pain, from vulnerability, from true self-understanding. But these same mechanisms can become invisible walls that limit our growth, our intelligence, our ability to truly connect with ourselves and others. Think about the moments of greatest personal growth in your life. They were rarely comfortable. They were the times when you were forced to look at yourself honestly, to see your limitations, your fears, your deepest insecurities. These are the moments when true intelligence reveals itself, not through perfect performance, but through the willingness to be imperfect, to be vulnerable, to admit that you don't have all the answers. The human mind is a complex ecosystem. Just as a forest has its dark, dense areas where light rarely penetrates, our consciousness has similar regions. These are the places where our deepest fears live, where our most challenging emotions reside. Intelligence is about having the courage to explore these dark places, to shine a light on the parts of ourselves we've been afraid to acknowledge. Emotional pain is not a weakness. It is a signal, a message from the deepest parts of your consciousness. When you feel stuck, when you feel challenged, when you feel like you're struggling, these are not signs of failure. They are invitations to deeper understanding. Your most significant growth will come from the moments when you're willing to sit with discomfort, to explore the edges of your own consciousness. The shadows of the mind are not something to be eliminated, but to be understood. They represent the parts of ourselves that we've pushed away, the emotions we've been taught to suppress, the aspects of our personality that don't fit into the neat narratives we've created about ourselves. True intelligence is about integration, about bringing these hidden parts into the light of awareness. Every person carries unresolved patterns, inherited emotional landscapes that shape our perceptions without us even realizing it. These are the invisible scripts that determine how we react, how we feel, how we understand the world. Breaking these patterns requires a level of self-awareness that goes beyond ordinary thinking. It demands that we become observers of our own consciousness, that we learn to see our thoughts and emotions with compassionate detachment. The journey of self-discovery is not linear. It's a spiral, a constant process of going deeper, of peeling back layers of conditioning, of challenging the stories we've told ourselves. Intelligence is not about having the right answers, but about asking the right questions. Questions that make us uncomfortable. Questions that challenge our existing understanding. Questions that invite us to grow beyond our current limitations. Pain is not the enemy of intelligence. In fact, it is often the greatest teacher. The moments of greatest struggle, of deepest confusion, of most intense emotional challenge. These are the moments that expand our consciousness. They force us to think differently, to see ourselves and the world from a new perspective. Intelligence is born in these moments of challenge, of vulnerability, of honest self-reflection. Our shadows carry immense wisdom. They are not darkness to be feared, but unexplored territories of potential. Every fear, every insecurity, every unresolved emotion is an invitation to deeper understanding. They're like locked rooms in the mansion of consciousness, waiting to be opened, to be understood, to be integrated. The most profound intelligence is not about external achievements. It's about the ability to be fully present, to face your inner complexity with courage and compassion. It's about understanding that your mind is not something to be conquered, but a living, breathing ecosystem to be explored with curiosity and love. The journey of understanding yourself is never truly complete. It's a continuous process of becoming, of growing, of transforming. Everything you've experienced, every challenge you've faced, every moment of doubt, and every spark of insight. These are the building blocks of your unique intelligence. You're not defined by a single moment, a single test, or a single limitation. You are a living, evolving process of continuous discovery. Intelligence is not about perfection. It's about resilience. It's about the ability to fall and get back up, to learn from every experience, to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Your mind is incredibly powerful, more flexible and adaptable than you can imagine. Every day, you have the opportunity to reshape your understanding, to expand your consciousness, to become more of who you truly are. Think about how far you've come. The person you are today is not the same person you were a year ago or 5 years ago. Your experiences have shaped you. Your challenges have refined you. Your moments of vulnerability have made you stronger. Intelligence is not a destination. It's a journey of continuous learning, continuous growth, continuous transformation. The most powerful form of intelligence is self-compassion. It's about understanding that your worth is not determined by your achievements, your mistakes, or how others perceive you. It's about treating yourself with kindness, with understanding, with the same compassion you would offer to someone you deeply love. Your mind is not something to be conquered, but something to be nurtured, to be understood, to be celebrated. Your unique way of thinking is a gift. It may not look like anyone else's intelligence. Some people see the world through numbers, others through emotions, others through creative connections. Your intelligence is about your ability to be curious, to be open, to be willing to see things from multiple perspectives. It's about understanding that there are infinite ways of understanding the world. If this story helped you see a part of yourself more clearly, leave a trace, a comment, a decision to walk with us. Subscribe, and let this space be part of your own healing. Your journey of self-discovery is sacred, and you are not alone in this path of understanding. Every challenge you've faced has been preparing you for something greater. The moments of doubt, the times you felt different, the instances where you struggled to connect, these are not weaknesses. They were opportunities for growth, for deeper understanding, for developing a more nuanced, more compassionate view of yourself and the world. Intelligence is about connection. Connection with yourself, with others, with the world around you. It's about seeing the invisible threads that connect all things, understanding that your experience is both uniquely yours and part of a larger human experience. Your mind is not separate from the world. It is a part of it, constantly interacting, constantly learning, constantly growing. The most beautiful thing about human intelligence is its capacity for transformation. You're not fixed. You're not limited by your past experiences or current challenges. Every moment is an opportunity to choose differently, to see differently, to become differently. Your mind is a powerful tool of creation, of imagination, of endless possibility. Remember that growth is not always comfortable. Sometimes, the most significant transformations happen in moments of greatest challenge. When you feel stuck, when you feel lost, when you feel like you're not enough, these are not endpoints. They are invitations to dig deeper, to understand more, to grow more fully into yourself. Your intelligence is a living, breathing thing. It needs nurturing. It needs compassion. It needs space to explore, to make mistakes, to learn. Treat your mind like a garden. Some days, it will be full of blooming insights. Other days, it might feel barren. But with patience, with care, with consistent attention, it will always find a way to grow. The world needs your unique way of thinking. Your perspective, your insights, your way of understanding, these are gifts. Not everyone will see them. Not everyone will understand. But that doesn't make them any less valuable. Your intelligence is not about proving something to others. It's about continuing to learn, to grow, to become more fully yourself. This is not an end. This is a beginning, a moment of possibility, an invitation to continue exploring, continue growing, continue becoming. Your journey of intelligence is ongoing, beautiful, complex, and uniquely yours. Embrace it. Celebrate it. Continue becoming.